is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 48 of the AFK Hour Podcast. It's been a while, but we are back doing the podcast. Hopefully, we're going to do this routinely, like on every Thursday. But we are here with the very broken NABjr 1.
Howdy.
We have the very lovely StevieRay.
Hi, Ohio.
And I am, of course, your host, jlucio. And yeah, like I said previously, it's been a while since we've done a podcast, and we're gonna try to get back on the rails because we've been off the rail for a while. We haven't been pumping out content, but we're back, we're rested, and we're ready to go full throttle. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Nick, NABjr 1, what have you been up to playing these past, I guess, month? You've been up like since we've been AFK.
So I can't remember that far, but I can tell you this past, days I've been playing Factorial again. Me and Ricky started a world, so we started off that, and we started a new 7 Days to Die with this Darkness Falls mod, that you get like different classes, and they added like different stuff to the game, so it's pretty cool. So I've been playing that as well with a lot of like 4 or 5 of us, and then we started another. I think Ricky and Oscar got Divinity Original Sin 2, so we started a campaign there, and we're finally replaying with me, Eddie, and Izzy as well in our campaign there. Except that we kind of like, I think like some mods updated or something, and it broke some of our stuff. But we're still on it. It's pretty fun. And I'm sure I've played other games. Oh, I think like there's a knockout game. It's like you throw like kind of like dodgeball. Yeah.
Knockout City.
Yeah, Knockout City. So we played that too. I remember that.
Did you play that on stream, Stevie?
I think I played like a little bit of it. I was actually kicking ass a little bit, and then I was gonna go pro, but then I was like, nah, I'm
Go
good.
pro. Okay, bro.
And then we're supposed to play. What is this game called? Back for Blood, I think. We got keys for the beta, so we're probably gonna try that this weekend.
Stream it.
Maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna try that. I think those are the games. I mean, I'm sure I played other games, but that's all I can recall right now. And then I'm gonna try, or starting next week, I'm gonna get aligners. So we'll see how that goes.
How about you, Stevie? What have you been up to?
I mean, I've been a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everything's like in off season right now. It feels like I've been steady playing Destiny. I played a little bit of Overwatch. So it's the summer games right now. I really just wanted to play my games and get the skins, which I did a lot. I do want. There's like a really nice skin for the character Ash that I really want. So I'm trying to play enough games to either get enough gold to buy it or to unlock it through the loot boxes. But we'll see. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Destiny. The hot thing right now is the Grandmasters, which is like the highest end game content right now. I just finished all of the Grandmasters for the season. And then the other thing is the Master Raids, which is again like high level, just everybody wants to kick your dick in type content. And it's really hard, and it's really hard. It's also really hard to find people to do it with, because it's like you gotta post on all these discords and find just random people, because not even people in my clan right now are of level to do it, because you have to like have dedicated a lot of time to the game in order to be of level. And yeah, just this season's been very, I guess, deflating. they're about to make like a whole bunch of announcements in 2 weeks on the 24th. So we'll see. We'll report back on that. Until then, I mean, pretty much it's just the same old, same old. I've actually like been watching a lot more anime, and more, yeah, all the animes that Nick doesn't like. Like I finished Black Clover, which was actually really, really good. But yeah, I mean, I've been having fun. Just not, I've been like not gaming, and I've been doing pretty good. I mean, just watching anime, laying down, napping. But well, like I said, I do like to game. It's just right now I'm just like not motivated. Just not motivated to game right now. There's not very many new things, It's like, oh, so I can get my dick kicked in on Valorant. I can get my dick kicked in on Overwatch. I can get my dick kicked in on fucking whatever game, And if I'm not dedicating 99% of my time to the game, I'm gonna get my dick kicked in.
I guess as for me, like I've been so a lot has happened with this month, right? I went to Vegas, and then in Vegas I lost a shit ton of money, and I guess I'm okay with I'm okay with disclosing how much money I lost because it's like a lot of money. I lost like around 1,700 gambling, so I'm just yeah.
Oh, I heard some other guy lost 3K.
Oh well, are you talking about George Yang? Yeah, he lost. Like he lost a shit ton of money. George Yang was like, well, I mean, he has money, right? He's a big baller. So like he just dropped a shit ton of money, and then like I just remember one night he got really mad at me because I was like egging him on. I was like, go, bro! This machine, it's hot, bro. It's fucking hot. You should try this machine. He tries it, puts like $500 in, loses it all, and I'm just like, oh well, you lost it. Like it was hot, but then you fucked it up, bro. So yeah, shout out to George Yang wherever he's at. I'm pretty sure the loan shark got him, so he's not here with us anymore. But yeah, but yeah, so we went to Vegas with a decent sized group of people. It was really fun. But the thing I will say about Vegas is like it is super crowded, and we went through during the week, like from Sunday to Thursday, and there was so many fucking people everywhere, and like maybe 2 or 3 are wearing masks, right? And the 2 and 3 people are from our group, right? like nobody is wearing masks there, and like fortunate enough, or I guess this is not fortunate enough, but like the day that we're leaving, they brought back the mask mandate. So like they're over there in Vegas, they have to wear masks now when you're indoors. But yeah, there's like it's super crowded. It's super crowded and stuff like that. And yeah. And I got a parting gift from Vegas. So and like I was one of the people that got COVID. So I got COVID, the Delta variant. So I've been sick ever since I got back. But I feel a lot better now. Like when I got back, we got back on Thursday, and it wasn't until like Saturday I started feeling really sick. And when I say really sick, I've had like a headache, sore throat, and sinuses. And yeah, like it was just like I was just like fuck. At first I thought it was just like a regular cold, and I was just like, it's not that big of a deal. But then I was like, wait, what if I got the Delta variant? Like better safe than sorry. So like I got tested on Monday, and sure enough, it came out positive. I'm just like fuck, can't do shit. I can't do anything for the next 10 days. And like I was gonna go Laredo this coming up weekend, but now I can't. And yeah, I've just been at my apartment, isolated, quarantined, and yeah, I feel a lot better though. And like I think 2 other people, no, one person from our group that went to Vegas with us has been confirmed that they have COVID, and 2 other people are kind of feeling sinusy, like they're getting like some symptoms. So yeah, it's really bad. So lesson learned. Jeez. Lesson learned not to go to Vegas during a pandemic. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll tell you guys a funny story of what happened right when I was going to Vegas. So I would say I'm a decent. Like I fly like a decent amount of time. Like I've flown like a couple, like more than 10 times, but less than 20. So like I would say I'm a decent. Like I've been on a decent amount of flights. But for some reason, this flight when we left from San Antonio to Las Vegas, there was a bunch of people. I was separated from the group I was going with, but there was a lot of people around me that were like newbies, like new flyers. There's like a couple, like in the left, like the rows are 3 seats by 3 seats, right? The 2 people next to me were really old ladies, right? And it seems like they were flown before. the other people in the other row, they're three girls. They're really young, and they also seem like they never flown. And there's a guy in front of me. He's an older gentleman, and he also seems like he never flown. So we started flying, and everything was fine. And then midway through the flight, there was like kind of decent turbulence, and like the plane drops like for 2 seconds. It just goes, right? And the girls next to me, they fucking start screaming, like screaming in the flight. It's like, ah, like I was like, oh fuck, like what the fuck's going on? And then the guy in front of me, the older gentleman, he was just like, oh fuck, oh fuck. He was holding onto the chair like for dear life. And then the old lady next to me, like they're just like they open the window and they're like, look at the wing, is it supposed to be doing that? And like I look out the window and the wing's like fucking flapping like a bird, bro. I was just like, oh fuck. And like I've been through worse turbulence before, right? I've witnessed it before. But for some reason, these people were all panicking around me, and it made me panic. so I was just like, oh, my anxiety went through the roof, and I was like, oh fuck, are we gonna die? And then the only thing that calmed me down was like, apples, if we die, we die. I can't do shit about that, like, right? I can't do anything about it. So, the turbulence calmed down, and like some people calmed the other people down. And like everything was fine, and then we landed, right? Everything was fine, and I was like, oh, that wasn't that bad. And I met up with my group, right? And they literally looked at me and they're like, why are you shaking? And I looked down, I noticed that I was fucking shaking because I was so fucking scared because the people around me just like freaked me the fuck out. And like my reasoning for that is because like panic is very inherent. Like if you see someone panicking, you're gonna panic as well. So that's the only reason like I started like worrying and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking stupid. Like I was really annoyed with myself for getting that scared. But yeah, I blame the other people. But yeah, I don't know. It was very. I don't know.
Oh man, no! My very first flight that I ever took, it was when we were flying to Vegas. It was the first time I'd ever flown, and we went on Spirit because it was like, oh, cheap flight, whatever, you know. Like I'd never been on a plane, and then dude, there was so much turbulence. And it was just like fucking yeah, like all over the place, and I was just like, it's like damn, this sucks. Like oh dude, I was like, I won't say I was freaking out because like I didn't know what to expect, but like I was just like, damn man, flying sucks. Like, and then we came back on Southwest, and it was just fucking smooth fucking sailing. I was like, what the fuck, like never again I'm like going on Spirit, because I was just like, man, that's some bullshit. Oh my god. But I've been hearing that fucking everybody's getting their flights canceled right now by like all the airlines because there's some kind of pilot shortage or something like that. No, they can't find people to fucking fly, and then some people are saying that like pilots are flying without licenses because they fucking need people. Like, well, not like without licenses, but like they haven't renewed their licenses, and like because they're that desperate for yeah, they're like that desperate for pilots that they're letting shit slide right now. So it's like super dangerous to fly apparently.
Yeah,
Well, the
I heard
airlines
that, like Spirit had canceled like 500 flights or some shit like that in San Francisco, I think it was. And it was crazy lines because everybody was so mad.
So are the airlines down bad then because they don't have enough pilots or what?
Apparently the pilots are going on strike or some bullshit. Like they're like, yeah, there's like not enough pilots. Like there's not enough staff to fly, and they booked all these like, because think about it, flights are like scheduled months in advance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like all of a sudden you bought a ticket for this flight, and they don't have fucking pilots anymore. You know? So it's like, I don't know, some shit.
Well, I will say is that one time when and this is another flying story. Like, because I've experienced like worse turbulence, right? And there's one time when I went on like Delta, and like I was watching like this rocket ship movie, and like there's really bad turbulence, and it looked like it felt like I was watching a movie in 4D, bro. Like it was lifting off, and it was like, zzz, and I'm like, oh, fucking like the top tier experience right here, man. Like a fucking show and a ride. It was fucking bad, and everyone like around me for that flight, everyone was just like, "No, this is normal." Like no one cared. Unlike this fucking turbulence in the because we went on Allegiant this time, and Allegiant's like I don't know. Like after that, I'm just like I'm never gonna fly Allegiant ever again because like people are just like meh. Like I don't know. I just don't like people panicking for no reason, you know. But yeah, like. But yeah, like the Delta flights, people were just like, whatever, we don't really care about this. But yeah.
I mean, I don't think that flying another airline will stop the people around you panicking if they panic.
I guess that's true, yeah. It just eases your mind, you know. It calms your nerves when I don't know. At least it's like $50.
What would you do? What would you do if a plane was for sure going down? There's no guarantee that you'll live or like that you'll die, but the plane's going down and you can't stop it. What do you do?
Okay, so I thought about that when everyone was panicking near me. I was like, the plane's going down. I was thinking about that, and like I was gonna, cause like we recently bought a camera for SafePoint. I was just gonna start recording, and like I'm just gonna be like, hopefully this camera survives. Yeah, so people could witness like the last moments. So like that's what I would probably do if I didn't have a camera. I'll try just record like a message for my like family and the people that I love, and also just capture the last moments of people. And that's what I would do. But, I mean, there's not much you could do, right? What else can you do if it's going down like that? Like, what can you do? I don't know.
Okay, go up to the captain. I'm the captain now. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do this. Well, oh my god, there's some comedian that has a joke like that where he's like, oh, like the plane was going down and everybody just whipped it out, started jerking it. It's like this is our last moments on Earth, and we just all started jerking it, and we were all just looking at each other, just going at it, and then the plane leveled out, and nobody ever spoke of it again.
The plane leveled out.
Yeah.
I have a very like morbid mind. Like after all that shit happened, after like my experience with Allegiant, I went to YouTube and I just looked at like a bunch of black boxes like recording. I was just like, okay, so this is what would have happened. That's what I did personally. But like I don't know why I do that. Like every time whenever I go to theme parks, I always tell my friends I always go to the news and I look at reports of like recent roller coaster disasters, and then I'm just like, okay, that happened. I'm gonna go ride this roller coaster now. So I don't know why I do that. I don't know why the fuck I do that, but I do that.
So I mean, I used to work. So for those that don't know, I used to work as a ride operator at Six Flags when I was 16, and like, fucking Six Flags is safe. I trust Six Flags. Six Flags is fucking like everything clicks, you know, and like the rides operate. There's like safety measures, all that shit. I went to a carnival probably after the first year that I started working at Six Flags. I've never been more fearful of my life ever. Like I was in one of those it was a ride that went up and it spun at the same time, and it had like you were in like a lap bar, like so it goes down your lap, and that shit did not close on me at all. Like it wouldn't, like you could tell that it was supposed to click more, but it wouldn't click. And I'm like, bro, like it won't click. And the only thing that fucking held me in there was the seatbelt and not the bar that's supposed to fucking hold me. And after that, I was just like, never again, no more fucking carnival rides, like never again, dude. And like those motherfuckers don't know shit. And like I always see them. You'll see them like those videos from fucking Mexico or whatever. It's like where it's just falling over or it's fucking like going out of control. I'm just like, fuck no, dude.
The reason why I was laughing so much is because Nick has his own story about that. But it was at Disney World. I don't know if you remember this story.
Yeah, we went to, it was Universal. I think it was like Jurassic Park ride or something. And it's like the same thing. The thing that would hold you down was this bar that would come down, but I don't think we had a seatbelt like your ass. It was just the bar. But it's like me, our friend that we call Tiny, but he's the opposite of Tiny. He's a big guy, like a big guy. So he's like me, him, and I think my other friend Roxanne. Roxanne. And so the bar comes down and it stops like right here or some shit. And I'm just like, dude, there's like all this leftover. What the fuck? But like it stopped already on Tiny. And then I'm like, what the fuck? And they just keep going. They're like, that's fine. And then I'm like, what? And like Roxy's even skinnier than I am, right? So this girl's like even skinnier than I am. And like pretty much this thing goes like this. It goes, it starts going straight and then it goes like this. And then it fucking drops. So as it was going up, this is me. Grabbing the fucking bar away, just going down. And then like it starts dropping, I just feel like I'm starting to fly and I'm holding to this bar like the fucking line for it. And I was like, come on it. And I'm like levitating from my seat. And this bar is doing jack shit except I'm holding on. It was the scariest thing ever, bro. I was just like, oh god.
I just remember, because I was also there, but I wasn't in their row. I just remember, you know how they take pictures, right? Of the ride when you're going at the highest fall? Like, they take a picture of that, right? I just remember going to the fucking picture aisle, and I was like, oh, look, that's us. And like, with me and like other people that were in the row. And I was like, where's Nick? And then I look at Nick, and Nick's just like holding for dear life on the fucking bar. I was like, oh, fuck, Nick. Like, that, I would have been fucking scared, too. Like, because like, Tiny's like, I would say like 3 to 4 times bigger than Nick. Like, he was a big dude. And then Roxanne, Nick is 2 times bigger than Roxanne. So like, it was yeah. And like Tiny was just like, woo, yeah, I'm having fun. and Nick was just like, oh fuck. And then Roxy was like, oh fuck, like even worse, dude. Like,
oh my gosh.
That shit was so funny.
There's just like certain things though, like I just won't get on. Like what is it? There's like, they have like a new ride, right? It's like the swings. Like I feel like everybody's been on like the regular swings, it goes up a little bit and then it spins you around. No, they have a new one where it's the same concept, but it goes fucking higher than the tallest fucking drop rides, and then it swings you and then it goes up and down. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm not getting on that bullshit. Like fucking one loose bolt and I'm fucking
You're
fucking out. But and then the other ones that I don't like, especially when I was smaller, because I was a light, like I was like 100 pounds, right? Was the body slides. The body slide, like there's this body slide at one of the water parks here. It has like a curve on it, so it goes down and then it goes up, down, and then straight down. So it's like, so at that curve part, I went on it one time I ever got on one of those. I went on it. It gets to the curve part, I fly, and I fucking land back on the shit. That was supposed to happen. I was like, oh. I freaked the fuck out, man. I was just like, oh.
I know what you mean.
Oh my god.
And then they're not closed off.
Oh yes, dude. I'll get on. So those ones I will get on. The ones that are like the tunnels or whatever, it's all dark, and then you're just like, but but I won't get on the ones that are open, the free fall ones, man. That shit freaks me out too much.
Yeah, I think like Splash Town has one of those, and then like in that one I got in. Well, probably the last time I got on, I flew for a little bit, and I was like, fuck this.
Oy, God, like I don't know what you're about. Or have you guys seen the fucking ones that it drops you straight down, where you start standing up, and then it goes, like oh, no, dude, no. Imagine you don't land. Imagine. Oh no. Oh my god! Or like imagine because that tube, it's so big, right? Imagine like they fuck up and like you're leaning forward or some shit, right? It's like oh like something, and then fucking you just drop. Oh my god! Like I would die. I would actually die.
I've actually done one of those, and like I said, like obviously you get scared and stuff like that for like these roller coasters and those like I guess those slides. But like the thing that always calms me, like I said before, I'm just like, if I die, I die. That always calms me down. I don't know why. Like it always like I'm just like okay, well that's I can't do anything.
But you could have just not gotten on it.
I know.
I guess yeah. I don't know if you guys saw this, but recently, like this, maybe like 2 weeks ago, no, like I would say a month ago, there was like this video of a carnival ride in Mexico, I think, and like I guess because it's super sketchy because like people from carnivals, they don't really have like credentials, like safety credentials. They're just like a bunch of young kids, and I understand like a bunch of like theme parks are like they're also a bunch of young kids, but like at least they have profession, like they're trained, they watch safety videos, and they're I don't know, I feel like they have licenses for certain things. And then but for carnivals, nah, bro. Like, oh, you want summer jump? Okay, here, go for it. Like, you're gonna be in charge of the most dangerous ride over here. You get $5 an hour. That's how it is, right? But yeah, like, I guess the safety operator lost control of the like, it was like a swirly thing, right? They lost control, and it just spun out of control, and it just kept on going and going, and people on it were just freaking the fuck out, and it starts like tilting, right? Like it's gonna flip backwards, and the people on the ground were just like, oh fuck, and they literally grabbed it and held it. At least like 30 bystanders went on the ride while it's like fucking going crazy like this. They grabbed it and held it down until like someone turned off the power for that machine. And like if those people did not go and grab the fucking ride, like those people would have either gotten really injured or worse, passed away. Like it was really fucking bad. And like I love going to carnivals and I love going to theme parks, but like obviously theme parks are way more safe than the carnival. But I don't know. And also way more expensive. Carnivals are super expensive. I guess they're both kind of expensive, right? I don't know which one's more expensive. But yeah.
They're both pretty expensive.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to pay to get on the rides. Like you have to pay. Don't you have to pay tickets and shit when you go to the carnival?
Yeah, you do have to pay.
Yeah.
And also another thing, like people that are like the safety people on the rides, they don't give a fuck either. Like I don't know if you guys ever gone to like Starship 2000. Like you know how you're just supposed to stand there like just like not move at all. I always see people try to stand.
I used to go upside down.
Yeah. People always try to like get away with certain things. They try to like start walking and like that's gonna fuck up your back, right? Like if you try to get up and stuff like that, like people did that, and the people in the middle are just like, oh yeah, high five, bro. Like I'm just like, bro, you're supposed to tell them to stop, not high five them. Hello? Like,
I think I remember seeing a video where somebody's fucking like running on the walls, like they're like because like it was going at a certain speed to where they could do that. It wasn't enough gravity, but they were like fucking just like running on it. I was like, what the fuck? Dude, yeah. I can't do that shit. And then a lot of them, they're like Transformers, man. They come out of fucking trucks. It's like it's a truck and then it transforms into a fucking carnival ride. And then good to go.
Let me just use this one screw to fix the whole ride. Okay, you're good.
Exactly. Tighten it up. All right, we're good. Good to go.
Hey, put this one pin.
Yeah. One pin.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Oh, we don't have a pin? Let's just use the zip tie. And they zip tie it together. But yeah. Nick, you know how your back's been hurting? Maybe if you get on Starship 2000, it'll fix your back, bro.
No.
Oh my god.
I'll get even more problems.
Okay, well.
I feel like personally, I don't get a lot of shit. Like when I go, for example, to Universal, I like to just walk around. Don't get me wrong, I've gotten on a lot of the things, but I won't get like on the Hulk, for example, or shit like that. Like I've gotten on the Harry Potter ride like a few times, even though it's not a roller coaster, but I still get scared because it goes like up and down and all that shit. I mean, it's cool, but then I'm like, every time I get like, oh, this is why I don't get on. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, it's like ever since we were young, Nick has never liked rides. And there was this one time where I convinced him to get on a carnival ride called the Zipper, and it was like the worst decision ever because like I convinced him to get on. He obviously doesn't remember because it's been so long ago, but I always remember this. But I convinced him. I was like, bro, this is your time to fight your fear. You have to get on the ride, and then later in the future, you'll never have like fears of roller coasters or whatever. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna face my fear. So he faced his fear, and turns out that he's really scared of roller coasters. And like I just remember midway through, he had like a little mental breakdown. I'm just like, Nick, it's okay, bro, it's okay. But yeah, never again. I'm never gonna try to convince Nick to get on a ride ever again.
Nah, you know what else used to freak me out? Fucking was like, did you guys ever, when you played a roller coaster tycoon, did you guys ever make it so the fucking shit would just launch off the track?
Yeah.
And then the fucking like just free falling, bro. And it just looks so scary, man. Like it's like whoa. And it's just carnage. It's just freaking like the cars explode, the people are like on fire, and you're like, what the fuck?
Dude, there's this one time when I was playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, and like there was like a really severe thunderstorm in my map, and it was like, oh, turn off your roller coasters because there's a thunderstorm. And I was like, fuck the warnings, whatever. And then next thing I know, I just hear like a really loud bang, right, like a thunder. And then I just see my fucking roller coaster got struck by lightning, and then everybody on the roller coaster died. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck? I didn't even know that was a thing. I was just like so confused. And then like I try to look for videos of that happening to other people, and that's never happened to anyone else. So like I'm just like questioning I'm like gaslighting myself. I'm just like, did that really happen, or like am I crazy or something? But like I could sworn that fucking happened. I'm not sure it was like, because there was like a bunch of simmed roller coasters like in the early 2000s. That genre was very popular. So I'm not sure if it was Roller Coaster Tycoon or like a spin-off, because I had all of them. I had every spin-off for Roller Coaster Tycoon. But yeah, I just have to continue my research for that shit. But yeah. I guess so we derailed a little bit, and we were talking about what I've been up to. But yeah, I guess to continue, what else I've been up to is I've been playing Valo. I recently got promoted to Gold 2. I'm gonna try to get Platinum. And like I was contemplating to get boosted by my esports team, by my university esports team, because there's like a bunch of diamonds and high elo. I was like, oh, maybe I should just like be nice to them and then they could boost me. But I was like, nah, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the right way, right? I'm just gonna play it. So I'm just on like Valo grind, and that's pretty much it. I've just been playing Valo. But yeah, other than having COVID, coming back from Vegas, I've just been playing Valo. So we're gonna jump into our main topic. We wanted to talk about, which is the Blizzard news. Currently, there are 2 lawsuits towards Blizzard, and they're basically like for sexual harassment. This what's it called? We have some, like, I guess we did a little research, and after these allegations and these lawsuits, a bunch of like sponsorships, like, for example, T-Mobile, Coca-Cola, and State Farm are pulling their brand from like Overwatch League, which is like a really big thing for, I guess, esports in general, and also Call of Duty like League as well. So like they lost like 3 really huge brand, and I think the biggest one is Coca-Cola. Like if you lose Coca-Cola, that's fucking huge, right? My question to you, like now that all these different companies in the gaming scene are getting a bunch of allegations, because this lawsuit, or the people that are doing the lawsuit are the same people that are doing the lawsuit for Riot. They have an ongoing lawsuit with Riot Gaming because they also had sexual misconduct in their offices. Do you think all this is gonna hurt gaming in the long run, or is it just a little bump in the road?
I mean, the overall gaming scene, I don't see it affecting the overall gaming scene. I see it affecting this, like, I more see it affecting like the industry, as in the workforce. And like there's potential for unionizing. I mean, they've been teasing that for a long time. But I don't know, like there's been like every time you hear about the gaming industry, you hear horror stories about crunch and bunch of different like bunch of different things, like all of course all the sexual allegations on top of that, which is really sad to see just in general. um but yeah, like I mean, I don't see it like I don't see it derailing gaming. Like people aren't going to stop playing games because of stuff like this. Maybe they might stop playing games of these studios in protest, unless something changes. Cuz that's the other thing too, is that you know, like a lot of the it seems like there's a lot of contradictory like statements going out, you know, like the employees aren't even happy with the statements being made, so much so that they're signing petitions, and like holding protests and walkouts of their own employer, you know. um so like for all this, so it's really just sad, you know. It's hard to hear, because it's like I think of like what would I do if I worked for that company, you know, like what, like how would I feel, because it's like if you really like your job, you know, you don't want it to go away, but shit like that, just you can't stand for it. Like it can't happen.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like all of these things are happening at the company level, and that's why they're pulling out. They're trying to disassociate themselves with the brand of that company. Um, in terms of gaming, like sure, it might maybe I don't know. It depends on how I guess the money works for esports, but it might have less people show up or something, or maybe less teams. I don't know. It's probably the money, the sponsorship equals probably prize money, which equals to the number of teams in the league or some shit like that, probably. So in terms of that, it might affect it. In terms of gaming, I'm pretty sure they've always had like different lawsuits of this type with different companies, and I'm pretty sure it just goes up and down. I mean, this is something that I'm sure happens in a lot of other companies, except like this specific company, they've been able to get a lot of evidence and or people to like come up and speak about it, which is good because you don't want things like that to happen. So you'd want the company to get better at treating their employees, and that stands for all companies, right?
Yeah, I find it really interesting because like this has been an investigation for like multiple months, and it's not just like an investigation. It's not like a single person lawsuit. It's by the state of California, like against these companies, and which is crazy to me, because they did like a long investigation on it, and then now they're, based on their findings, they feel confident enough to pursue charges, you know. And probably like, because what that means is that they've come to them and said, hey, we found this proof, what are you going to do about it? And they're like, okay, we're going to do this. And then something else happens and they're like, okay, you said you were going to do this, you didn't do it, what's up? And so it's just continual um like wrongdoings that have caused the literal state to step in on the matter. And the other thing too is that a lot of high level employees like I feel like it's hard to say, you know, a lot of people left Blizzard in the past couple years, and you got to think like, was it related? Did they see
Yeah.
the writing on the wall and were like, yeah, I need to get out of here, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
Maybe they didn't participate, but maybe like they just knew that some shit was gonna hit the fan soon, and they didn't want to be anywhere near it when it did.
Yeah, like I totally agree with you. Like, because I think about like that guy that was in charge of like Hearthstone, and he randomly left, and also recently the Overwatch director, he left as well. And when he left, like everyone was like really sad, like no, don't leave, Papa Jeff, don't leave us. And then like now after all this, like, 'cause this isn't recent news, like it's all been eternally there, you know. So like I'm pretty sure this had to do with that. They just want to be associated. They want to distance themselves because they want to continue their career in the gaming scene, right? So like they just want to like I mean they're also leaders of that game, right? So like I think that would be the right thing to do, like to distance themselves as much as they can before this becomes public, right? Um in regards to like all the sponsorships being dropped, I think it's very bad, I guess, for that game itself. But these sponsorships are going to be bouncing around, like they're going to be going to other like rivals, like they're going to go to, I don't know, I honestly don't know another rival. Well, I was gonna say Riot, but they also have lawsuits too. But they'll probably go to like, I don't know, an esports team like 100 Thieves or something. I don't know. Like they're not gonna even sponsor the games anymore. They're just gonna be sponsoring the teams themselves, you know? Because like, I mean, look at 100 Thieves. Like they recently got a brand deal with Gucci. Like that's like clothing, like super mainstream. Like I was just like, whoa, that's insane. Like, so my point being is like there's so much potential for all these brands and stuff like that. But with these like stains, with these companies doing these things and these allegation lawsuits, like obviously it hinders it and it stumps the growth for a little bit. But overall, the industry is still very strong in my eyes, and I feel like it's still people are still gonna gravitate to it because it's still very new, you know. So, with that being said, also the president of Blizzard and the HR department, they both stepped down recently because of all this, the pressure and like the allegations and stuff like that. So they all stepped down.
Somebody needs to be the scapegoat. That's why.
Yeah, well, yeah, they needed a scapegoat, you know. Yeah, it's really bad. Like it seems really bad, and now all these other companies are following suits, and like if they have any misconduct, they're gonna be very, which is a good thing. Like obviously, there's no room for misconduct in any workplace, especially in the gaming scene or gaming, like because like the reports are saying like it was very frat boyish, like esque, like it's like kind of fratish, I guess. I don't know like the proper term, but yeah. So like if we stop it now, in the future, it's potentially going to be better for everybody, you know. So I do know that a lot of people are also starting to play like Blizzard. Like I know like people that have been playing Blizzard for more than like World of Warcraft for more than like 10 plus years. Like they delete all their characters as for protests to stop playing their game. And like I'm on the fence because like I really love Overwatch, right? And I don't want to support that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I look at myself and I always play Riot games, and I knew, and Riot always has, I've always been the hater, like number one hater for Riot, but I always play all their shit, and I'm still playing their shit, even with like all their lawsuits and stuff like that. So like I don't know, I still want to support Overwatch, but I don't want to support Blizzard's action, Activision slash Blizzard's action. So I don't know, only time will tell, I guess. This is one of those things like we just have to wait and see what's gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
But yeah. Oh, this is also a little fun fact. This lawsuit firm is also the same one that does that's suing City Project Red for their fraud claim about the game for Cyberpunk. I think that's pretty interesting. Like they felt like they had enough evidence to actually make like a legal case over the Cyberpunk game, because like if for those that don't know, that Cyberpunk came out really unpolished. It was a mess, and some people said that was practically unplayable for consoles, for like Xbox 360, right? So like yeah, I mean, I feel like this they have a lot of work, right? They have a lot of people like working for them, since they have so many losses going on at the same time. So yeah, that's like a little snippet of random fact. So on to a better topic, the Steam Deck. Are you guys gonna go buy it? The new Steam Deck that's coming out. And I guess for those that don't know those prices, it's $399 for a 64 gig system, $529 for a 256 gig system, and a $649 for 512 gigs system. So is this something that you guys are potentially going to get when it's available widely, when it's widely available for everybody?
I thought about it. Like I was like, oh, that looks really cool. And like, think of all the things I could do. I could play Destiny in my bed. But then but then I looked at my Switch and I was like, yeah, I don't need, like, I don't play it as much, you know. I feel like cause I'd rather have that experience on my computer, you know. Like it'd be cool to just like chill in bed. But then also like, I mean, feel like a lot of the games that I have like are available on console. If I really am feeling lazy, I can get on my PlayStation and pick up a controller. I have no need for it. It's a really cool toy, and it looks really cool. And I'm like, damn, like that looks like it'd be fun. It kind of reminds me of the Game Gear. If you guys ever remember that from Sega, it was like a huge, like it had like the screen and just the size of it. That's what it reminds me of, because it looks thick. It doesn't look like a Switch where it's really thin. But yeah, I mean, I like my Nintendo Switch. I think I'll stick with that. I want them to make a newer version that's not just a better screen, but we'll see. Like I will buy that, but for now, like, cause there's like those indie games, like those single player games. I love my Switch for that. That is perfect. Like if I'm on the road, if I'm traveling, cause things that I don't need the internet for. I feel like everything on Steam, I need the internet for, and it's like I need to be on Wi-Fi. So it's like,
and that's the
yeah.
thing. I think that it'll be really good for people that play like indie games on Steam that don't require the internet. Because there is a lot, but like I don't think, like I'm not the type of person that plays those games. And I think that's the audience that like that one's more geared for or worked better for. Apparently it works for anybody. But because I know Andy was saying that people were complaining, I guess some people that complain at like the gaming system saying that they don't run in like 4K or some shit, like really good graphics, right? Or resolution. And then we're saying that they really like the Steam Deck, even though the Steam Deck I think is only going to run at like 1080p. And so like that's like some of the things, but also like you said, to me, I'm like I can play all these games on the computer. That's why I bought the computer. That's why I built the computer. Also, like I don't have to have a trade-off, because with this one you're gonna have a trade-off, right? It's gonna have some specs that it's designed at, and you're gonna be capped at that. In your computer, hopefully you build it, or if it's not good enough, you just upgrade it, and then you're not capped no more.
Well, I mean, they are saying that it's going to be a mini PC. Like you can apparently somebody said that you can upgrade the SSD. Like it's literally just an M2 SSD, and then you just open it up and replace it. But yeah, like I agree. With hardware like this, it's like I'm buying the hardware as it is. I don't plan on upgrading it, you know, and so I'm buying it as is. Same thing with my consoles. It's like if the console needs an update, I'll buy the next one. You know, like these, like that's what I bought it for. The PC, that's like the end all be all. Like you buy it and like you upgrade your parts as you go. But man, yeah, I don't know. What about you, George? Are you gonna buy it?
I guess for me, I thought about it. I thought about buying it. I'm just like, oh, this looks like a shiny new toy, like you were saying. Then I also have the same mindset as Nick. I'm just like, I mean, if I'm gonna play it, why don't I just play on my computer? Like, there's no point on buying it. I do understand if you like travel a lot. I think those people need it more. Like if you're constantly traveling, or like, I don't know, like I guess that's the only reason why you're just always traveling and you're never at your own personal computer, and you don't want to play on a laptop. And this is conveniently for only Steam games, like because yeah, like that's the only reason I would see why people would want it. I guess the other reason why people will want it is the novelty of it. They're like, oh, this is Steam, like an actual Steam product, other than like the Steam controller and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The thing that like I think it's missing, and that I think both it and the Nintendo Switch are missing is like a non-Wi-Fi option. So like if you know like iPads, you can get a data plan on an iPad and have internet wherever. Those like I have one of those. It's badass. Like you can have internet wherever you go. So like it would be actually really cool. Like imagine playing a multiplayer game on a Steam Deck, like out in the middle of nowhere on 5G or 4G. But I don't know. I think it'd be cool. But also like I mean, like what is it? All the Xbox Game Pass stuff where you could play it on your phone now. Like they're making they're finding ways to make games more portable for whatever reason. I don't know who the audience is necessarily, but there's always a way to play these games, I feel like now.
Well, I think in regards to that, I think the reason in regards to that is there's actually like a really big like gaming scene for mobile games, believe it or not. Like they're trying to transition those people to actual real games, and that's why they made like Fortnite mobile, they made Call of Duty mobile, and PUBG the original. Like everyone laughed at PUBG, you know, they're like, haha, PUBG mobile, that shit's stupid. And no, like I mean they were I think they were honestly ahead of their time making that stuff mobile. And yeah, like there's just like a really big gaming scene in the mobile like aspect of I guess hardware. But they're just trying to captivate that kind of stuff. And I mean maybe this could be a gateway from mobile people to get Steam Deck and then Steam Deck to computer. Because in the overall, I feel like their scheme is to get people to buy like PC gaming stuff for like for that kind of shit. I don't know. That's what I feel like their end goal is, but who knows, right? I guess their marketing team would know. But yeah. But I'm probably not gonna buy it. $400 for a 64 gig device. Nah, that's like, what are we in 2010 or some shit?
Call of Duty there.
Yeah, I know you can't. Dude, that's true. You can't play COD.
You can get like half of an iPhone with that.
Yeah. Damn. 64 gigs for $400. Like, I feel like we're back in 2010, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. But I guess our next topic is gonna be, we're talking about another sponsorship for Fortnite. They recently have announced that Fortnite is doing a collaboration with Ariana Grande, and there's actually a concert and tour for her. And she also has a skin on the game. And I think this is like another step for like once again, props to Fortnite. Like holy shit, like they're just pulling all the stops. They're like, we want this in our game. And then obviously all the little kitties are like, "Ooh, we love Fortnite," and they do the little Fortnite dances and stuff like that. But I don't know, like Fortnite's not a game for me, but I respect the hustle and I respect what they're doing for the gaming scene because they're pulling so many eyes to them. I don't know what you guys think about it.
It's literally a meme now. It's like, oh, that guy from Fortnite. Like fucking, they have LeBron James in there. It's like, oh, that guy from Fortnite, or was it Master Chief? That guy from Fortnite. They made a game. They made a game of it. Like, it's really funny, but it's also like what the fuck? Like they recently put Chun-Li and fucking Ryu from Street Fighter in there, and I was like, the fuck? And then like they announced this week Cammy and Guile from Street Fighter as well, which is really like, it's just really, Guile actually kind of fits. Like he's like freaking Rambo motherfucker, but now I want fucking Akuma in Call of Duty Warzone. That'd be pretty fun. Fucking throws a fireball.
But this is just gonna be like the Marshmallow thing, right? Where they did like the live concert thing.
Yeah.
Is that what they're gonna do?
It's similar to Marshmallow and the one with the other guy with Travis Scott and stuff like that. But I feel like Ariana Grande is bigger than both of them combined. Like Ariana Grande is huge. Like she's like the biggest star right now, and people will argue, but yeah.
It's really interesting because there's a lot of like Ariana Grande fans who probably don't play games, who may download the game on their phone and watch the concert, or we'll get on there. Like, it's fucking genius. Like, like now that I'm thinking about it, like, what the fuck?
Whenever Marshmallow concert came out, I thought that was like fucking, because that was the first time they did it, right? The Marshmallow, and I thought that was fucking crazy. I was like, I don't know, like that's a really good way. Like all they're doing is streaming the fucking like the audio in there, right? Or they're playing an audio separately.
Yeah.
But they set up a whole concert, you know, like a little whole thing that's going on there, animations and stuff. But
all I know is if they did a fucking Lil Dicky concert like in Fortnite, I would fucking download Fortnite again. Fucking my dick sucks. Hey, like fucking. Oh, dude, I would laugh so fucking hard. Like, I'd be like, hey, no, but there was the other thing was like, what was I gonna say? At LAPalooza, there was oh my gosh, I was trying to remember. Well, one thing that happened was this guy pretended to be Ninja and got backstage, which was really funny. I saw a lot. He was just wearing a mask and had blue hair, and was like, "I'm Ninja."
wow.
But oh man, but sorry, my dogs are barking. I can't think. But yeah. Yeah, come back to me.
No, I agree. Like, this is a really good. Like, once again, Fortnite has really good marketing team, and they're able to get Ariana Grande and got her skin and everything, and now all her millions of fans potentially could get the game, and then they'll watch it for free, and then if they like what they see, they could continue playing the game. And yet again, like, Fortnite is like the front runner of like what games should be with free content. Like, that's all free. Like, that's insane. Like, you're able to see Ariana Grande for free on your game. That's pretty cool, and that's like, I don't know. Like, they're very integrate, or what's the proper term? They're
integrated.
They're ahead of their time, I guess. I don't fucking know. And they're innovative. That's very innovative. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remembered my thought now. Like, it was basically like bringing Ariana Grande to Fortnite is like going to bring a lot of people, like I said, that aren't familiar with gaming. At LAPalooza, there was a lot of people who, like, a lot of Miley Cyrus fans who went to go see Miley Cyrus, like specifically for Miley Cyrus at LAPalooza, and apparently, like, it turned into a shit show because they had some rapper play right before Miley Cyrus. I think it was like Lil Uzi Vert or somebody like that, somebody who apparently has like really rowdy shows, and like all of these young like 12-13-year-old Miley Cyrus fans were in the middle of this huge raging crowd, and like it was just like I spent all this money on tickets and I had to leave, all that stuff. Oh, I was like, dang. But it's just like how polarizing artists can attract like all these people who normally wouldn't go to these whatever. It's like, oh, I don't even know what this is. You know what I mean? Like, let me do that.
It's like having like a mosh pit.
I don't have a gun.
Why do you have a gun? This is so violent. Like, it's not even their scenery. But yeah, man. Fortnite, we applaud you. Epic, you're doing a great job. Like I said, you guys are the front runners of like very I forgot the term again. What the fuck?
Innovative.
Yeah, very innovative content. Hopefully other companies can follow suit and do free shit like this. I mean, because of them, there's a lot of different companies start doing battle passes, and like now that's like a staple of every fucking game now. Like, every game has a battle pass, and if you're not having a battle pass, you're losing potential money off that, you know? So like, they're very innovative there. See, got it that time.
If I can logged into Clash Royale the other like this week, and I saw that they have a fucking battle pass, I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're already paid. You're already fucking pay to win. Like, what do you need a battle pass for? Like a paid battle pass. Oh my god. Jeez.
But yeah, with that being said, I feel like this is a good stopping point for the podcast. Um, we're gonna do well. We're gonna be doing these podcasts every Thursday live, and they should be popping up every Friday on our YouTube channel. So we're still fixing our schedule for our videos, but we should be starting to pump out content every week now. So we appreciate everyone watching it. Yeah, we appreciate everyone watching it live, and we appreciate everyone watching it on YouTube. But yeah, with that being said, this is Safe Point signing out. See ya.
We like Fortnite.
We love Fortnite.